Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Good evening to each and everyone. Good morning to overseas. Walaikum Salam, Ram Ram, Namaskar. Today, 8th day, nourishing superfood versus depleting junk food.
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki
By
Fateh.
our
Good
Bindi
evening
Kaur
to
ji,
each and everyone.
a spiritual healer who is healing thousands of lives with spirituality and with superfood. So let's have faith and trust. Someone said slightly, let fear and doubt, don't let fear and doubt starve your spirit. Feed it with faith and trust in the universe. I think we all are learning the same thing every day, but only we are just empowering ourselves with these golden words. So let's start our session with a beautiful video.
But first you have to destroy it. So destroy karna payega. Karke you can create a beautiful world inside, a beautiful energy inside. And then you sustain it. When you can sustain it, automatically all the diseases will disappear. Look at the beauty. Create भी मैं destroy भी मैं कीता, हुन नवा world भी मैं create कीता.
Thank you so much, Bhuaji, for your golden words. So we can start with today's session.
Yes. Thank you, Rimple. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Good evening to all. Good morning to the overseas, and Ram Ram Ji. So today we come to the next part. We've already discussed that how our mental state, our mental body, or you can say our emotions and thoughts, how they are putting impact on our life. The first and foremost yesterday we completed was the sensations. Very important it was. We have not understood this. I think from a long time we have not even given importance to sensations. But सब तो पहले सारे sensation level भी जानता है, which is so subtle कि ਅਸੀਂ ध्यान ही नहीं देता, तनु समझ भी नहीं सी. The next it comes to the physical body. I mean the physical body which you can see outside the body, or it goes and damages our organs. So that is very, very important. Now these diseases go to the level of our physical body when our immunity level goes down. When our immunity level goes down. Dar aa gaya, immunity level goes down. Anger aa gaya, immunity level goes down. That means whenever there's fast food, whenever there are demons inside us, negative emotions are there, negative thoughts are there, suddenly automatically immunity level goes down. When the immunity level goes down, then everything attacks the body. All the virus, the bacteria, the infection, everything starts attacking our body because immunity level goes down. When this goes down because of the fast food, you will see it attacks on the physical body. And when it attacks on the physical body, so where does it start from? It always starts from the source. Source kera hai sada. Source of this diseases ki hai, thoughts, emotion. The source is that. Or hai kite, it is in the subconscious mind. It's all in the subconscious mind. So what happened when it goes from the subconscious mind? From there, the emotions and negative thoughts come. Immunity level immediately goes down. Immediately goes down. And then it goes down into our physical body. Goes to the physical body. That is why whenever you go to a doctor also, they say, please treat your mind. And who spoils this mind is the fast food, the demons, our vices, our negative emotions, our negative thoughts. Bank kera hai, sada jara man hai. And then after that, all these are going to be triggered. All are going to hit the physical body. So now when it hits the physical body, what happens? Now it sends messages. It hits the medical and then now it sends messages. What messages do we get? Actually, the physical body is giving us, the physical body from the, whatever diseases we are seeing, they're actually giving us messages. That sort of mental body, the subconscious mind has already been fed with a lot of fast food, a lot of negative emotions. So we have to remember our source, our bank is the subconscious mind, one of the faculties of the man, jite sade andar negative thoughts and negative emotions are there. When they're hit by these source jehड़ा हैगा वो subconscious mind में किसी ਨੂੰ नजर नहीं आंदा, that is called the unseen karma. Very dangerous. इसी ਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਪਾਪ. ਇਹੀ ਪਾਪ ਹੈ. ਹੁਣ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਪਾਪ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ ਅਸੀਂ ਸੋਚੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਤੇ ਲੱਗਿਆ ਨਹੀਂ, ਅਸੀਂ ਸੋਚਿਆ ਹੈਗਾ, it is in a thought process, emotions are in the thought, but no, ਇਹ ਪਾਪ ਹੈ. This is a sin. और हर पाप ਦਾ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਫਲ ਵੀ ਮਿਲੇਗਾ. But we are under an illusion. ਅਸੀਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਭਾਈ ਜੋ ਸਾਡਾ thought ਆਂਦਾ ਉਸ ਦਾ source ਹੈਗਾ. Source thoughts he has the seen karma. The seen karma ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ source ਹੈ, driving force ਹੈ, ਉਹ thoughts ਹੈ. ਹੁਣ seen karma can be seen. You can see everything on the physical body. You can see all these karmas. We say that ehi paap hai. No, this is not the paap. A gunah hai. A gunah hai. So you have to be very, very careful that our negative emotions, our negative thoughts, all jede have, what are they? Depression, doubts. You can see so many of them written. All are that what? Ehi sare negative emotions jede again. Ehi fast food hai. Ehi source hai of all our diseases, of all our physical diseases, and also our sensations. So yesterday we have seen that these unseen karma hits the sensation, and this is how the diseases are going to be caused. We will see that this is where we don't accept. Now we have to accept. Now whatever we are going to share with you, please believe in it. बाणी कहती है ना सर्व रोग का औषध नाम. नाम की है all the positive energy. नाम की है, it is a superfood. Opposite of superfood is what? A fast food. Opposite of superfood is fast food. और नाम the opposite की है. जब उसी नाम नु विसार दे, all are demons. They are all a superfood, opposite. So what happens? We have to accept it. First, we have to understand the concept. We have to acknowledge it, we have to label it, and then we people have to accept the things. Then only we can go on to the next. Now, you will see on the screen that there is another thing where we are going to show you all the different type of diseases. All the different type of diseases. Please be very, very attentive to see what are the different type of diseases. Now, the first one that you see is allergy. What is allergy? Where do we have the allergy? What is the allergy? Now you will see allergy, denying your own power. Who are you allergic to? कोई बंदा मेरे सामने आ गया, मनु कोई भी थोड़ी जी एलर्जी हैंड विच हो गई, जैसे कि कहते हैं क्रीम लगाते हैं. Give a pause, think. This allergy that has come is giving you a message. Are you allergic to something? Are you allergic to something? Are you allergic to a person? Or are you allergic to some situation? भाई ये बंदे आंदे मैं तो बड़ी एलर्जी है ना लोगों को. भाई ये गल्ला सुन के ना I've got allergic to it. When we start having those type of thoughts and feelings, you will get a message, a signal. There will be allergy on your skin. There will be an allergy. You will have a big problem. Give a pause, understand, check your man. Check your thought process, check your emotions. Now you come on to the next. What does it say in the next? You having a back pain. Where? On the upper side of it. That is just near your neck, below your neck. What has happened? There is no support. There is no support. You need support, you do not get support. There's so much of burden, so much of it that you don't have an emotional support. You are feeling unloved, and you will have a pain on the upper back pain. Now, upper back pain, now you will see there are three of these pains that happen. One is the upper, one is the middle, and one is the lower. When it is in the middle pain, that means there's a thought of where you feel that some guilt is there. There is some guilt. And when you see in the lower back, it is called insecurity of money. So these are the three places of where you are having a back pain. Now we'll come to the next. What do we say? There's a middle back pain, that is the guilt. Okay. And then you have the upper back. Then now it comes the mouth smell. Mouth smell. Usually we say, "Ji, mouth smell ho raha hai." So what's happening? Mouth smell ho raha hai is karke ki bhai tusi dant brush nahi kita, or have you eaten something? So what happened? We usually tell them, go and brush your teeth. There's a foul smell coming, but that smell is giving us a message that there is anger and revenge thoughts. Anger and revenge. So the mouth smell is giving you a message. Go and check your thought process. Go and check your emotions. Kite na kite, you are having some anger and you are having a part of revenge. Now, next we come to jaundice. Now you see jaundice, internal and external prejudice, unbalanced reasons. That means when we say there is jaundice, is type, an internal, there is a prejudice, there's a type of a jealousy that you are having. Jaundice is a sign of jealousy, unbalanced reasoning. So what happens? This gives us a message that go and check your thought process, go and check your emotions. When you will check your emotions, Anju, can you hear me, please? Can you hear me? Okay, so that means there is jealousy when you have jaundice. So check your emotion, check your thought process. किस दिन नाल तुहानू jealousy हो रही है और क्यों हो रही है? That means तुहानू ए jaundice ही तुहानू एक message देंदा है. It gives you a message. That means there's a fast food which is working very badly inside you. Then we come to the next disease which we call asthma. Asthma is what? Usually they put us oxygen or they give us a puff. Ki bhai puff use karo asthma. That means you cannot breathe. You cannot breathe. That means you are suffocated. So asthma is what? Giving us a message what? When a person has asthma, also एक message देंदा है कि कोई incident है या कोई गल्ला है that you are suffocated. For example, कारगृहस्थी विच है कोई बंदा एक गल नु बार बार बोल रहा है तो कहने कि ना I'm just suffocated. I need space. I need to go out and breathe. I need to go out and breathe. So what happens? That suffocation creates asthma. Maybe किसी गल तो ਸਾਨੂੰ suffocation हो रही है, हो सकता है किसी बंदे तो भी suffocation हो रही है, हो सकता है किसी situation तो भी suffocation. That you have to analyze कि मनु suffocation किस चीज तो हो रही है, क्योंकि this asthma is giving me a message. Now, next we come up to ear pain. Now, what does a ear pain? ਜਦੋਂ ਵੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੰਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਦਰਦ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ, usually what happens that there are many things which we are hearing. Many things which we are hearing. There are certain things which we don't want to hear. We don't want to hear. For example, there are parents in the house and there's a turmoil, and the children don't want to hear. We are fed up. We don't want to hear. They will have a ear pain. The ear pain is giving us a message that they don't want to hear certain turmoils that are going on. So when we say, I don't want to hear, the universe plays a game with you. What will happen? It will give you a pain in the ear. Or he will make you hard of hearing. It will give you hard of hearing also. Because you don't want to hear. Main nahi sunna chanti. I'm fed up. So what happened? You will have a ear pain or you will have hard of hearing. Now comes the next, which says migraine. Migraine is what? Is a sexual fear, dislike of being driven. This is also a fear. Always having a dislike of being driven by the opposite party, opposite sex. If the male has it, that means it is a dislike of being driven by the female, and the female has it is by the male. Is a sexual fear. It is giving us a message. Now, the next it comes is thyroid. Very, very common. Very, very common, the thyroid. What is thyroid? Thyroid shows that there is a lot of humiliation. There is a lot of humiliation. And what does it do in the humiliation? They say, when it is going to be my turn, I want to say, but itni humiliation ho chuki hai ki I'm not able to say what I want to say. That causes thyroid. So be very careful that when you're having thyroid, please be able to overcome the humiliation. It is our own fight. Now, middle back pain I've already done. There is whenever there is a guilt, something stuck back, or you feel at times that someone is stabbing you from the back. There is also an or which says someone is stabbing you from the back. It will be right in the middle of your back. Okay. Now you come to the next, which says joint pains. Now these joint pains are what? You have the elbow, you have the knees. So these are the places where, you can say there's a lubrication, where it is flexible. You can move the joints. But the joint pains are there when you're not able to move. You feel that pain, the joint is there. So when there is a joint pain, we say, doctor says that the lubricant is becoming less. And they say, ad gaya. Spirituality says that these joint pains and all represent what it is, where you're not able to have an ease of movement, means there is no flexibility. No flexibility. Now you will see nowadays many people, pehle buzurgan hondi si ki ji knee pain, joint pains ho raha hai, to kya kehte san ki bhi ad gaye. Only we are right. We are not ready to compromise. We have our own belief system. We do not agree to the new system. We are not ready to compromise with the children. We are very experienced. So what happened? We are imposing and we are not ready to be flexible with the children. And that flexibility causes the lubricant become less, and slowly we start having knee pains and all joint pains are going to be there. But nowadays you see also the youngsters are also having. Youngsters also having. Why? Because the youngsters also become very stubborn. They are not ready to move. They're not ready to move. They're not ready to move, and because of the egoism, they कहते तुम लोग तो अनपढ़ हो. You people know nothing आजकल की दुनिया में. They're not ready to have a certain understanding with them. So they're also having the same problem. Now comes Parkinson. Parkinson's, you will see that a person is shaking, shivering a lot. When he's shivering, he's not able to control. It gives a message that he has an intense desire to control everything and everyone. He wants to control because he's living in fear. And in the fear of not losing anything, he wants to control everything and everyone. You will see Parkinson is becoming very common now. And he is shivering. He's not able to catch and run. He's not able to control anything. The control which nahi hai, giving a reason that his mental state, his emotions and his thoughts are full of fear, where he is trying to actually control. Ajkal de bachche nu control karan di koshish kar rahe. Ajkal jehde buzurg hai, they want to control the whole business. They don't want to give to the children. They want to control the whole house. Women want to control the family. They say, we are the head, the chabi sade kone vich payan, koi hath na lave, we are to control. Because they have a fear ki agar sada control chala gaya, to where do we go? So this leads to Parkinson's. It leads to Parkinson. Now, when this leads to Parkinson, you will see that everything, all these diseases and all, are actually giving a big, big message to us, which we have people have never been understanding these messages. क्योंकि साडे को सबर ही नहीं है. अगर सानू पता भी लगे सबर नहीं है. अस immediately first aid चले जावांगे, दवाई कड्डी तो मुंह पा लेते. Please pause. Understand this is very, very important. All the diseases, we are the cause of those diseases. I told you before also 8 to 12% is only the food. The rest of the percentage is all our emotions and our thoughts. And how do we know that they are all fast food working inside? Because of our diseases. They are giving us the message. Now comes headache. What is headache? When there are two thoughts, clashes of two thoughts. The father and son, mother and daughter, husband and wife, when there is a clash of two thoughts, you'll have a headache. There's a criticisms, there is fear. You will always see that there is a clash. This leads to headache. Check your emotions. Always let go. Always try to think that everything that is coming, no one is right and no one is wrong. Now comes the next. We call it the kidney stone. What is the kidney stone? Small, small stones inside. They're all undissolved anger. So you can imagine it is not one day. ਇਹ बड़े बड़े सालां ਤੋਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਐਂਗਰ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਨਾ ਉਸਨੂੰ ਜਿਸ ਨੂੰ ਡਿਸੋਲਵ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੋਇਆ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਸ ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਵਰਕ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੀਤਾ ਐਂਗਰ ਮੈਨੇਜਮੈਂਟ ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਕੰਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੀਤਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਸ ਕ੍ਰੋਧ ਨੂੰ ਉਸ ਗੁੱਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਰੱਖ ਕੇ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਪਾਲ ਕੇ ਉਹ ਲੰਪ ਬਣ ਗਿਆ and this is what forms stones in the kidney. So when you have a kidney stone, please go and dissolve the anger that you are having inside. ਜਿਸ ਨੂੰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪਾਲ ਕੇ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਨਰਿਸ਼ ਕਰ ਦੇਵੇ Okay, now comes to the next. It says dysentery. This is very, very common. When someone is full of fear, the first thing the person has is loose motion. ਜਦੋਂ ਵੀ ਇੱਕ ਡਰ ਹੋਏਗਾ ਔਰ ਜਦੋਂ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਬਹੁਤ ਗੁੱਸਾ ਚੜ ਜਾਏਗਾ ਤਾਂ he'll run to the washroom. So be careful, fear also. कभी कभी कोई चीज देख के इतना एक ट्रॉमा इतना डर आ जाता है कि immediately we go to the loo. It is actually the fear and the intense anger. Now let's go to the next. It says diabetes. This is a very, very common. Diabetes is very, very common. Ajkal it has got everyone. Now, what is it? Fear and intense anger. Not the next one. Diabetes, it says no sweetness left in life. No sweetness left. Deep sorrow, great need to control. Very, very common. Very common. आजकल किसी को डायबिटीज होती है ना तो लोग पहले कहते हैं जी शुगर घटा दो then nowadays they say no. Today आजकल they say more than sugar, it is the stress. There's so much of stress inside us that we have lost the sweetness of life. We've forgotten the sweetness of life. There's so much of sorrow. So much of sorrow and so much of, that stubbornness inside us, holding on to so many things, that we have forgotten to live our life. Our sweetness of life is gone. What does it cause? It causes diabetes. That is why we say that whenever you have a diabetes, always use your body language. Because these people need a lot of love. They need a lot of love. You need to go and hug them. Put your hand over their shoulders. Just pat them. Because they must learn to live their life. The sweetness of life is gone. So they go under diabetes. Next is vertigo. This is also becoming very, very common. Very common. Refuse to look, scattered thinking. There are many things, but we are refusing. So what is vertigo? Vertigo is actually a collection of water into the air drum. And the people go haywire, they're swaying here and there, they fall. So that is so many things are scattered. There's so many scattered thoughts, but we are refusing to see them. We don't want to see them. And what do we say? Our thoughts which are already scattered and all, at least accept them, acknowledge them, label them, and transmute them. But we do not. We do not want to first get all the scattered thinking together. Everything is scattered. Confusion is there. And we refuse to acknowledge it also. It leads to vertigo. Now comes the lower back. What is the lower back pain? Fear of money. Fear of money. Many people have slipped this. This is a fear of money. Many people say, "नहीं जी, वो तो नीचे बैठने से हो जाता है, वो ऐसे करने से होता है." Note and see. note करके देखो, when there is fear of money, it is insecurity of money, you will see that you will have a lower back pain. Now, when you have the lower back pain, there is also a problem. No, when you come, एक lower back हैगा, एक एकदम ऊपर हैगा, where we call it the spondylitis. Now, that is right on the neck. Now, neck is what? This place is very flexible to see right and we see left. Right and we see left. When we have spondylitis, we have pain. It's giving us a message that कोई भी गल सुनो, कोई भी situation देखो, please try to see the other side also. खाली एक पासा ना देखो, दूसरा side भी देखो. जो तो खाली एक पासा देखोगे ना, you will have a problem in your neck. Spondylitis होगी. Now comes the prostrate. Prostrate has also become very, very common. Very common. Why? Because you'll see more the people now, when they go above 50, they have problems, 40, 45, 50 problems. Because at that time, children have come into the work. Daughter-in-laws have come to the house. So what happens? The men and all usually have a fear of losing their power. Losing their power of what? Ki कारीगर से चल रही है. They do not want to give the power of their business into the children's hand. They don't want to give. They have a fear कि अगर सारा कुछ ही दे देता, तो where do we stand? Because they are insecure. They are insecure. मैं ये ना कहती कि तुसी सारा कुछ देखो. Be smart. Be smart. अपने बावा कट के देने दी लोड़ नहीं है कि. After all, it's a hard-earned money. It's a hard-earned business. You have the right to enjoy. Be sensible. They are young blood that is coming. Give them the hold, give them the power. Be like a shadow behind them. Otherwise, we go into prostrate problems. And this, if not treated at time, will go into prostrate cancer. Now we go into the next. What is it? This says throat pain. Throat pain, gala dard hota hai. ਅਸੀਂ ਬੜੀ ਵਾਰ ਕੀ ਕਹਿ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਆ, ਮੈਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਕਿ ਨਾ ਮੈਂ ਨਾ ਬਰਫ਼ ਪੀਤੀ, ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ I have taken cold water. बड़ी बार बच्चे कहते जी आज हम गोलगप्पे खा के ना आज मेरा गला दर्द हो रहा है. Pause. Understand is giving you a message. It is all anger that has been just swallowed. You're not able to bark it out. You're just not able to bark it out. It is just swallowing the thing. Whatever you have in your heart, please bark it out. The throat pain is already giving you a message that your anger, you're just swallowing because there must be कोई गल्ला होणगियां ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਅੰਦਰ anger cause ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ ਔਰ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬਾਹਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੱਢ ਪਾ ਰਹੇ. So please take it out. Usually in this therapy, what we do, ਅਸੀਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ go in front of the go to the loo, go in front of this mirror and just bark it out, because you cannot bark it out in front of the people. If you start, they're fighting with you. He said, just bark out what you want to say. This is a type of a therapy, mirror therapy they use, where we tell the children, bark it out so that your throat becomes okay. But in spirituality, you have the right to express yourself. Please speak what's in your heart in a very, very graceful way so that you can get away from your throat pain. Then comes the arthritis. Very, very common. Very common. So what does this arthritis say? Feeling unloved, criticism, resentment, all these things are what? You're feeling that unloved. You are being criticized. There's so much of resentment. Your fingers, your hands, your legs, all this comes into arthritis. Why? Because there's so much of anger. There's so much of anger. There's so much of resentment. There's so much of criticisms. And these all are being put into the subconscious mind. So the subconscious mind which chala janta hai, then they go and hit against each joints of your hand. That causes arthritis. Now, after arthritis, it comes to vomiting. Now, what is vomiting? What is vomiting? कोई हादसा हो जाए, कोई all of a sudden कोई गल हो जाए, एकदम डर आएगा ना, डर आएगा तो एकदम तुसी देखोगे, you will immediately start vomiting. Vomiting. Fear of what? Anything नवी चीज होएगी, अजमा के देख लो. कोई भी नवी चीज, you will not be able to digest it, you will vomit it out. और कोई चीज कीती और एकदम किसी ने तुहानू रिजेक्ट कीता, एकदम तुहानू लगेगा कि I want to vomit out. This is also a part of it. This of your giving you a message. Now you will see that you have edema. Edema is what? Something which causes a swelling. You see swellings, on the feet. So what is all this swelling? What is the swelling due to? This tells you there are many things which you are holding on to. Holding on to. You have to let go. You just have to let go. And if you will let go, mark my words, you will get out of this edema. Now, there are a few of the things which I have not mentioned over here, which I would like to tell you that at times, you'll find that there are tumors coming. Tumors are there. What are the tumors? Tumor is like something which we are nurturing. Old hurts we are nurturing. Now these tumors or ulcers or cysts, where do they come? You will see many times they say cancer is something which we are having bitterness and old hurts which we are nurturing. But this cancer comes as a form of a tumor or as an ulcer. Where does it come to? You will see in the females, they have a lot of these cancer in the breast cancer and cancer in the uterus. What is breast cancer? Just you are having an ulcer or a tumor or a cyst in the breast. Breast is a place where you nurture. Where you nurture. ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਉਸ old belief system ਨੂੰ ਜਾਂ old hurts ਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ nurture ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ, ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਹੋਰ fast food ਦਿੰਦੇ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ, and we're just nurturing it. We are not able to let go those old beliefs. We are not able to let go that anger, what happens? We start having cysts, ulcers, cancer in the breast. Very, very common. When it comes into the uterus, there also you have ulcers. You will see that you have to go in for DNC, you have to go in for fibroids, or you have to go in for your tumor or for cancer. This is a place of creation. Uterus is a place of creation. And this place of creation also has cancer. This develops into cancer. When a person is not able to bring in the creativity, एक औरत अपनी creativity नहीं कर पा रही, has been suppressed by the society, by the house people, and not able, and suppression creates into an anger because I'm not able to create, cannot do what I wanted to do. Then what happened? It goes into the uterus, place of creation, and that tumor becomes an ulcer and a cyst, and then it comes into a cancer. So these type of thoughts and all, they keep on doing. Now, I will tell you one more in which we say that I think I've covered up quite a lot of it. I think I've covered up quite a lot. I don't need to go more into it. Okay, I think it's quite a lot. I've done all of them. Yes, in stomach, when you are having a pain, stomach pain, ਅਸੀਂ ਕੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਮਾਂ ਦੀ ਦਾਲ ਖਾਧੀ, ਗੈਸ ਹੋ ਗਈ, ਲੇਟ ਖਾਣਾ ਖਾਦਾ, पेट से दर्द हो गया, give a pause. Something which you're not able to digest. किसी दी गल होई है, I'm not able to take it. I'm sorry, I'm not able to digest it. या कोई situation आया, it was such a trauma, I was not able to digest it. और कोई बंदा हैगा, इस बंदे नू तो मैं हजम ही नहीं कर पांदी. Take him out. Let it be a situation, let it be a person, or let it be an idea. Anything which you're not able to digest, immediately it attacks the stomach because the stomach is a place of digestion. And what happens in the digestion when you're not able to digest? Then all there is acidity, indigestions. And slowly what will happen? You'll have a gastric problem. And then that we say, because there's a lot of anxiety. Lot of anxiety when you have, it goes and hits against your stomach. That is where the acidity is formed. So now you can understand that every disease is carrying the force as well. ਉਹਦਾ ਬੈਕਪੋਸਟ ਚੱਲ ਕੇ ਤੁਰਿਆ all the emotion and the thoughts and emotion ਕਿਹਦੇ ਕੰਟਰੋਲ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੈਗਾ? ਸਾਡੇ ਕੰਟਰੋਲ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੈ। ਕ੍ਰੀਏਟ ਕੌਣ ਕਰੇ? ਅਸੀਂ ਕ੍ਰੀਏਟ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ। ਹੁਣ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਅਣਜਾਣੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਤਾ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ and we were creating but now we are coming to know that we are responsible for it. No one is responsible. ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਸ਼ਰੀਰ ਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਆ ਕੇ thought ਨਹੀਂ ਪਾ ਸਕਦਾ, ਕੋਈ emotion ਨਹੀਂ ਪਾ ਸਕਦਾ। It is we who created it. And I did with you परसों मैं कराया सी कि how your thoughts goes and hits against the DNA, and then from the DNA it goes and hits your emotion, they rise, they go into the subconscious mind and how it manifests. So you have the right to control. You have a choice. Do you want to live like a king? Do you want to live like a healthy person? Do you want to live like a warrior? Do you want to change your negative DNAs or your genes, your habits? You have the power. Or do you want to live like a rotten vegetable? That's your choice. We are sharing so many things on this platform only for this reason, that you must now take back your power. Please stop putting the blame game. Take back your power. पूरी उम्र ਅਸੀਂ ਪਾਵਰ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਹੈ। ਉਹਦੇ ਕਰਕੇ ਮੈਂ ਦੁਖੀ ਹਾਂ, ਉਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮ, ਉਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਇਹ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮ, blame ਕਰਦੇ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਔਰ ਇਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗਿਆ ਕਿ we forgot ourselves. And in the blame game ਅਸੀਂ ਲੋਕ ਅੱਜ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਪਹੁੰਚ ਚੁੱਕੇ ਹਾਂ। Take back the control. Please stop the blame game. Please stop the judgments. Take the total responsibility onward. Take the total responsibility. You are responsible for all the junk food. You are responsible for all the fast food. You are responsible for the negative emotions, for the negative thought. It is you that has entered through your gateways. It is entered through your gateways. But your muscles were so weak, your spiritual muscles were so weak, that you were not even able to introspect. You could not analyze it. You could not transmute it. And in the rat race, what happened? All that kachra that was inside you was attracting everything from outside. You got trapped in all the things. You got trapped in the relationship, you got trapped into the media, you got trapped into the new technology. Everywhere you got trapped because gandagi sade andar already hai. See. This is how we attract. So stop the blame game, take the responsibility, stop being a victim. If today we are under diabetes, I've always said it every session, that now take over the hold of the quantum physics, become warriors and stop being anymore a victim. In being a warrior, learn to change your DNAs and your genes. You can eradicate any disease, even if you're carrying in your own genes. If you're carrying it also, you can change. You can change your habits. You can change any of your things, your instincts, you can change. The only thing that you cannot change is your physical body look. So become warriors. That is what quantum physics said, become warriors. Stop living like a victim. बहुत जिंदगी बिता देती और ਅਸੀਂ रोग ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੀ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ, totally diseased and living like a rotten vegetable. So become a king now, become a warrior. Take in charge of your own thought process, your own emotion. Elevate yourself, educate yourself. Every parent, Beshak, you are now 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, 70 years, 80 years, please every time. आज भी सबको कोई रोग है at the age of 70, 80, and if your thought process changes, emotion changes, mark my word, you will have a beautiful life. So it is all in your hand. Upgrade yourself. Upgrade yourself. So now, if anyone has any doubt, any concept that is not clear, please put up your question or raise your hand.
Very well said, Buaji. So I think don't let negative self-talk and limiting beliefs starve your spirit. As rightly Buaji said right now, feed it with self-love and acceptance. तो आज ही Buaji मुझे भी शेयर करना था कि today I was with someone. she said, I'm so happy. आज भी मैं किसी के साथ थी बुआ जी, तो उन्होंने बोला कि मैं बहुत खुश हूँ, आई एम इन द लाइक माई ओन वर्ल्ड. ठीक है, पैसा, गाड़ी, फैमिली, सब कुछ है. ठीक है, बट देन आई एम सफरिंग फ्रॉम डायबिटीज. ठीक है, कहते ऐसे कैसे हो सकता है, आप बोलते लैक ऑफ स्वीटनेस, ऐसे कैसे आप बोल सकते हो रिम्पल जी डीप सोरो है. मैं तो बहुत खुश हूँ, मेरे पास सब कुछ है, पैसा, गाड़ी, बच्चा, एवरीथिंग है. मैंने बोला नहीं, कुछ तो है, अभी का नहीं है, आपकी सबकॉन्शियस फाइल में कुछ है, आप बचपन में देखो, कहीं देखो. करते करते मुझे बोलते कि हाँ मैं शादी के बाद बहुत दुखी रही. ठीक है, मेरे अंदर ये था. आस्ते 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 करते हुए उन्होंने बहुत खोला. मैंने बोला कितना बड़ा डीप सोरो आपके अंदर, बट एक्सेप्टेंस नहीं है. कहते मगर आज मैं खुश हूँ. मैं कहा नहीं, आप आज भी खुश नहीं हो, आप वर्ल्डली खुश हो. आप जब तक उसको फॉरगिव नहीं करोगे, अपने बैगेज को फेंकोगे नहीं, जो आप 10 साल से कैरी कर रहे थे, शादी के बाद में से ऐसे हुआ 10-15 साल का आपने इतना बैगेज. मैं तो अभी आपको आधा घंटा मिली, आप इतना मुझे आप बोल पाए हो, इट मीन्स कितना है, आपको वेंट आउट करना पड़ेगा. सुबह जी मेरा क्वेश्चन ये था कि लोगों को जैसे वो बिल्कुल बोलते मुझे समझ ही नहीं है, मैं बिल्कुल ठीक हूँ, वो तो मैंने बातों बातों से निकलवाया तो मुझे पता लगा. मैं कहीं कुछ तो है, कुछ तो है. शी ट्रैप इनटू माय एनर्जी, शी ओपनड हर माउथ, शी शेयर्ड a few things, then again she said. फिर वो जब बोलती रही बुआ जी, बोलती रही, तो वो जी ऐसे लोग, मतलब समझ रहे हो, पहले तो लोग एक्सेप्ट ही नहीं करते. नहीं मैं बिल्कुल खुश हूँ आज की दुनिया में ना, बट ऐसे तो बीमारी नहीं आती ना, कुछ तो होगा ना.
नहीं, कुछ तो होगा. देखो what happens, it is definitely already residing in the subconscious mind. At present, people think, देखो पैसा है, गाड़ी है, ये है, मैं घूमती हूँ, मैं फिरती हूँ. They think that this is only life. They think this is life. But ਜਦੋਂ ਇੱਕ ਝਟਕਾ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਨਾ ਕਿਸੇ ਗੱਲ ਤੇ ਢਹਿ ਢੇਰੀ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੇ, because their file rises up. The file rises up. For them at present, they are so engrossed into the thing, but they don't realize that they are having diabetes. He's already giving you a message, check, your evolution is stopped. ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਮਾਰਗ ਤੇ ਰੁਕਾਵਟ ਆ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ, ਹਾਲੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ evolution ਦਾ ਹੋਏਗਾ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ. They may not be bothered about the evolution. They are more bothered about the outside world, and they are very happy in it. Very happy in it. और अगर किसी ने गुस्सा भी हैगा भी है, it's okay, this is part of life, this is a natural thing. ये घर घर की कहानियां हैं, ऐसी थी, अब मैं ठीक हूँ, अब वो जो थे वो भी चले गए, अब मैं अपने अकेली हूँ. They think that is their way of thinking. We are thinking on a very, very, very subtle and a very deep-rooted things. This diabetes shows that she's carrying आज नहीं तो कुछ टाइम तक यही रोग उसको मारेगा. So tell her to be very careful and finish it off as soon as possible.
Yeah, Boji, I told the same thing. She is waiting for you in Mumbai. I said she's going to come in December. She said I want to meet personally. I said please finish this baggage, you know. Very true. मुझे किसी ने ना चैट बॉक्स में पूछा है पायोरिया बारे दोस्तों. पायोरिया. Animeshwar ji, can you unmute yourself? Animeshwar ji, please unmute yourself.
मैं ना पायरिया बारे पूछना चाहती हूँ.
What is pyrrhia? Can you just give me a little symptom of it?
You are asking me, Boji?
No, I'm asking Anmeshwar Kaur.
Yeah, Animeshwar ji, I can't hear you. Can you speak little loudly?
पायरिया.
Pyrrhia.
Yes.
Pyrrhia. Pyrrhia.
मुंह ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਜਿਸ ਨਾਲ
Animeshwar, थोड़ी आवाज नहीं आ रही है, प्लीज एक मिनट तुसी देखोगे.
Auntie, may I say pyrrhia is related to the gums disease.
Okay. It's some problem of the gums. That's what you mean to say, no?
Yes, it's related to teeth and gums.
Yeah, gums problem. This shows, inability to back up decisions. Mean you have to take a decision. तुसी कोई decision लेना है, but वो decision ना तुसी तोड़े अंदर वो ability नहीं है to take a decision. Then what happens? It goes and attacks the gums. So you have different type of gum problems. Either you'll have bleeding, you'll have swelling. Why? Because inability to back up decisions. Everyone has decision, but ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣਾ decision ਨਹੀਂ ਲੈ ਪਾ ਰਹੇ। ਸਾਡੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਉਹ ਤਾਕਤ ਦੀ ਹਿੰਮਤ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹ decision ਲੈ ਸਕੀਏ। First signal will be given to your gums. They will come with the swelling, or they will come into slight bleeding. Gums become weak. They're giving you a message.
आजकल दीदी छोटे बच्चों जिस तरह शुगर हो जाती है 14 ईयर ਉਹ ਕੀ ਰੀਜ਼ਨ ਹੁੰਦਾ?
See, what happens again, this comes into the genes. Because ਜਦੋਂ ਬੱਚੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਛੋਟੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ, when they're very small, so what happens, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਤਾਂ ਕੋਈ stress ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਤਾਂ stress ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ, ਔਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਤਾਂ sugar ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ. I have seen children now, just hardly about 4-year-old, so just about 4-year-old child, out, just not even out of the cradle, oh yes, who's having sugar. ਹੁਣ ਤੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਨੂੰ 6 ਦਾ ਵੀ ਸੁਣਿਆ, 8 ਦਾ ਵੀ ਸੁਣਿਆ ਹੁਣ. But what happened, these children and all are having it in the genes. They have it in the genes. Now in these genes and all, they say when there's X and Y, they say that every person carries 8 generation, not 8, 6 generation, the cheese na o carry kar de. There is a DNA, what you call the genes and all, the DNA, they're like this, it's like a twist. Every of them carry their 6 generation to jeri koi robe hunda na, they carry with it. So that means the child that has been born has definitely carrying some gene from there now. When he is carrying it, now what does quantum physics says? Quantum physics says, yes, you must be carrying it in the genes. But we are now warriors who can now finish off and destroy that. But बच्चा बहुत छोटा है, बच्चा तो बहुत छोटा है, हल्ली बच्चे बड़े होंगे तब तक उन्होंने इंसुलिन लगेगा. We cannot work for it. Sorry. असली लोग नहीं काम कर सकते, बच्चे ਨੂੰ आप काम करना पड़ेगा. बच्चा बहुत छोटा है, बच्चा समझ ही नहीं पा रहा है, बच्चा कर ही नहीं पा रहा है, बच्चे ने की कहोगे. But when the child grows big, when he understands the spirituality, then he can work on the spiritual level. Then he can work on, because this has become very common. बहुत common जो कि छोटे-छोटे बच्चे ਨੂੰ sugar हो रही है, diabetes हो रही है. But they say they carry from the 6th generation. It is in the genes. हो सकता है 6th generation, 5th generation दा किसी दा होएगा, 6th दा होएगा. That meaning a gene, they're carrying genes from the 6th generation. 6 generation दा carry करते हैं. ਹੁਣ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬੋਲੋਗੇ ਜੀ ਘਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਾ ਮੰਮੀ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਪਾਪਾ ਨਾ ਦਾਦਾ ਨਾ ਦਾਦੀ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ sugar. How come this child has got, they go through the whole thing. But when you go into the DNAs and you find that they have a gene there. But to आजकल the science is so well, it has come, इतनी evolution हो चुकी है that they are definitely coming up with lots and lots of things now, coming up with lot of things, especially for children, because बच्चे नो सी समझा ही नहीं पाएंगे, बच्चे समझ ही नहीं सकेंगे. ਵੱਡੇ ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਹਿ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ, your diabetes, your lack of sweetness and all, please use this, we can tell them, and they are getting out. But ਬੱਚੇ ਨੂੰ ਕੀ ਸਮਝਾਵਾਂਗੇ ਅਸੀਂ? ਹਾਂਜੀ.
Actually, Bhagwan Das ji पूछे, why do people get heart problems apart from stress?
Heart problem, lack of love. Lack of love.
Towards what? Towards
Unmute.
They get a lot of this. I mean, almost elderly people get more. Even younger days, nowadays, a lot of everyday paper I read that younger person, passed away,
Yes.
playing something, doing
Playing,
some
yes.
exercise.
They're going into gym. You hear these things a lot, people
Yeah.
going to the gym, they're having a cardiac arrest, or there are people who are taking in this extra type of foods and all those packed foods or protein. They are also going through a lot of problems. There is. I told you, 12 to 8% there is of the food also.
Mhm.
But when a heart problem comes, is lack of love. Lack of love.
How do you rectify it, Buaji?
Dekho, lack of love. First thing, that person itself who has the heart problem has to learn to love himself.
That is the problem.
Has to learn to love himself.
Yeah, that
ਜਿਹੜੇ
is the
ਉੱਪਰਲੇ
problem.
ਬੰਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਉੱਪਰਲੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਉਹ ਕਰਨਗੇ, they'll use body language, they'll use nice language, they'll be very nicely, love that person, look after the person, care for the person. But the person who's going to the heart person has to learn to love himself. So this is also a heart problem.
No, actually, like Rimple ma'am was saying that, everything is there, सब कुछ है, फिर भी ये problem
Yes.
आता है, क्यों?
Yes. Yes. Ali तो वो बड़े खुश हैं कि जी सारे को तो सारा कुछ है, सारा कुछ. Then sugar क्यों? Why did you have the diabetes?
Not only sugar, these heart problems are also coming. They have everything.
Yes.
They are all
Yes.
celebrities also, some of them.
Yeah, definitely. So you have to introspect that it is connected to your emotions and thought process. Hanji,
Thank you, Buaji.
God bless you. Hanji, Hanji Rajwant Singh ji.
सत श्री अकाल बुआ जी,
सत श्री अकाल बच्चे, सत श्री अकाल.
आवाज आ रही है मेरी?
हाँ जी, एकदम क्लियर है जी.
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਰਾ ਅਲੱਗ-ਅਲੱਗ ਬਿਮਾਰੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਦੱਸਿਆ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਸਤਰਕ ਰਹਿਣਾ. ਇਹ ਤਾਂ ਸਭ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਨਾਰਮਲ ਬੰਦੇ ਦਾ. ਇੱਕ ਦੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਬਾੜੇ ਢੀਠ ਨੇ, ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਸੈਲਿਬ੍ਰਿਟੀ ਪੋਲਿਟਿਕਸ.
Your
Hanji,
voice is cutting. Rajwant ji,
Hello?
your voice is एकदम cutting. It's not clear at all. Freeze हो गया, I think.
ਹੁਣ अभी आ रही है?
हाँ जी.
आ रही आवाज?
हाँ जी, आई जी, आई.
हेलो.
हाँ जी, आवाज आई. Okay, he has just left. Someone asked that why do you have varicose veins, varicose veins. Now, what is it? They say standing in a situation you hate. You're already in a situation which you don't like to stand. Discouragement. Log tanu discourage karange. Discouragement hondi hai where you're standing in a situation which you don't like and you are feeling overworked and overburdened. You're feeling overworked and overburdened and you are just standing in a place which you cannot stand it. You hate it. Where there is discouragement, no encouragement from anyone. It will lead to varicose veins on the thighs or even on your legs. Varicose veins.
बुआ जी,
हाँ जी.
मुझे कईयों का क्वेश्चन है कि what causes paralysis, brain hemorrhage?
See, paralysis is where a part of yours is does not work. It does not work. That means there's somewhere there is a clot that has come onto the brain. Paralysis is something which your part does not work and goes on the brain. Now you will see paralysis at time people na पैर चलता हाथ नहीं चलता. किसी दा you will see in different ways, different type of paralysis होता है. किसी दा खाली मुंह टेढ़ा हो जाता है paralysis which. There are different ways. Everything shows you, gives you a message. Paralyzed means you're not able to move. Where you're not able to move. Para mein chandin, that means you're not ready to move into the society. In life, you're not ready to move. You are gone stuck into some certain place. If you find the paralysis comes to the left side of your mouth, the first side, this is a place where you want to speak. But you want to speak something, a lot of rubbish. You get paralyzed on this side. So different part according to the paralyzed, when you get a stroke in the brain, then this happens. Paralyzed means that part does not work. The universe sends this message to you. So much of words you want to speak, so much of guilt, so much of anger, so much, your mouth gets paralyzed. You're constant, you want to stay in one place, you do not want to move into type anything, or you say, I am this stubborn, you will see one of your legs will get paralyzed. So paralyzed is something which does not move, does not work. Anji.
वो जी ब्रेन उसका भी बोला ना अपने ब्रेन हेमरेज का भी
brain, that is when you have brain hemorrhage or you have a brain called what you say
tumor
clotting, a tumor you have, a clotting you have.
हाँ जी
What is tumor? Tumor is a lump. It's a lump. All hurts, all memories, all your bitterness is become like a clot. It become like a tumor. It become like an ulcer. And goes into certain places. Like I told you, breast, it goes into the lump on your legs also. You will see you have lumps also. They say there is a lump on your liver also. There are so many cases. What happened? This is actually all a type of your old memories, your own guilt, your own anger, which you have been nurturing. You have been nurturing it as like a tumor.
बीमारियों के कारण बता दिए
हाँ जी राजवन जी
जी
unmute.
जी एक दो क्वेश्चन हो रहा अगेन ठीक है
हाँ जी फुआ जी
कांस्टेंट क्वेश्चन है बुआ जी कांस्टेंट पेन ऑन टॉप ऑफ हेड एट राइट साइड 58 years female.
So usually what they say, that's a migraine. One is you have a half side, right side, you have a pain. That is also when you're pissed off, when you are pissed off with the opposite sex. Pissed off with the opposite sex. Half side. The बुजुर्ग के कहते हैं जलेबी दूध ना पियो तो ठीक हो जासी. Half side brain. So these are type of migraines, and you can say all connected to your thoughts. All is connected. When I will be starting the next, on the next month when I'll start, then I will tell you all the superfood, how to get them out. I'll give you the superfood. Now I'm just talking about the diseases, the impact of the fast food that you're getting. But everything is connected to your thoughts. Everything is connected to your thoughts. Either your thoughts are connected to some relationship, either it's connected to some outside thought or environment, or it's connected to some thought process. देख लो इतनों चारों चीजें होंगी. These things are very common. You see people who are taking hookahs, people and all who are taking alcohol. They get addicted, they're drinking one after the other, they're smoking and all. What happens? They are sick. We call them, they are sick. Why do they smoke? When they smoke and when they take out, the smoke, when the smoke comes out, you cannot see the other side. You cannot see the other side. Why you cannot see the other side? Because there's a smoke. It's giving a message that he smokes a lot because he doesn't want to see the other side of life. He does not want to see the other side of life. Now, even if there is alcohol, that also is what is a sign of stress. It will show you that you're having a sign of stress. So go with your stress, all the thought problem, everything is connected to the thoughts. Everything is connected to the thoughts and emotions. तोनु नहीं भी समझ आवे. For example, तोनु पेट में दर्द हो गया. पेट में दर्द, simple thing. और तोनु नहीं पता पेट में दर्द क्यों होया, पर ये पता है कोई negative thought ते आया है, होया. और मनु नहीं पता कि is the key connection है क्या thoughts के नाल. Okay, पेट में दर्द होया या ते कोई रिलेशनशिप विद गड़बड़ हो रही है या कोई थॉट प्रोसेस विच हो रही है या कोई इन्वायरमेंट हो रही है, अरे जाने अनजाने में कोई कर्म गलत हो गया, आई एम सॉरी, आई फॉरगिव एवरीवन, आई जस्ट लव ऑल ऑफ यू, जो मैं हो गया सो हो गया, आई ब्लेस ऑल ऑफ यू। एक को चीज विच कर दोगे ये भी वाइप आउट हो जाएगा। Even if you are not able to connect the thoughts with your diseases, so many diseases at times we also forget which is the one which is connected. So how do we get out of it? ਅਸੀਂ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਟ੍ਰੇਨਿੰਗ ਤੇ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਸਾਂ, what used to say, ਪੇਟ ਦਰਦ ਦਾ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀ, ਪੇਟ ਦਰਦ ਹੋਇਆ and mark my word, ਜਦੋਂ ਪੇਟ ਦਰਦ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀ ਤੇ we just put a hand and say okay, ਇਹ ਹੁਣ digestion ਹੋ ਗਿਆ, ਹੁਣ ਕੌਣ ਹੈਗਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸਾਨੂੰ digest ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ, ਕੌਣ ਹੈਗਾ, okay this person, ਇਹਦੀ ਗੱਲ digest ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ, so what we say, okay yaar, now you wrong, now we wrong, everyone is right in their own place, it's okay, I'm sorry, I forgive you, I love you, I bless you, I thank you. You will see the acidity going down like this. You can just feel it. Why? Because we are counteracting with the positive energy. This is the game. This is what I will be doing in the 10-day series in the next month of the fast food, of how to counteract all the diseases.
जी किसी ने पूछा cause of short-sightedness.
देखो, short-sightedness, anything to do with the eyes, anything to do with the eyes. When we say no, out of sight is out of mind, get out of my sight, I don't want to see the reality of light, I don't want to see the reality of life, I don't want to see, that means see, you will have eye problem, all different type of eye problem, will be short-sighted, long-sighted, maybe myopia, maybe just a slight power hoegi, you will have all these problems connecting to the eye when you don't want to see the reality of life. See the reality of life.
जी अभी जैसे हमको चश्मा है,
हाँ,
ये भी मतलब था कि हमने reality नहीं
yes,
देखी।
yes, we are not able to see the reality of life. See, I'll tell you a very simple example. Now, in my one eye, I have a cataract. Now, the doctor told me within 2 years, you have to get it done. 2 साल करा दो. आज मैंने हो गए 5-6 साल हो गए, मैं नहीं कराया. What I do, I always take it out and I try to watch. This is my therapy. I try to watch. हूँ डॉक्टर को जा, हाली 2 साल और चल रहे ऐसे 6 साल तो बोल रहे 2 साल हाली तक होया नहीं. वो कहते नहीं अभी तो कुछ नहीं, अभी 2 साल और चलेंगे. But I know that when I am seeing something, I try to focus it on it. I feel that my eyes become absolutely clear. Because I know the problem. I know the technique behind it. Now I can know how I can link it with my own subconscious mind, how I can link it. But whenever we don't want to see the reality of life, पूरी उम्र we did not want to see. ਅਸੀਂ सोचे मैं ही मैं वहां. ਵੱਡੇ ਬਜ਼ੁਰਗ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਸੀ ਨਾ, ਇਹ ਸਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ. This is not real. This is not reality. We call it now the real life. Real life ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਨਾ, fake life. ਅੱਜ ਕੱਲ ਦੇਖੋਗੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਘਣਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਐਨਕਾਂ ਪਾਈ ਹੋਈ, छोटे छोटे बच्चे ने भी एनका पाई हुई.
तो मतलब सारी दुनिया इससे में बुआ जी, मतलब अभी हम लोग को चश्मा है, सो यू मीन कहीं ना कहीं हमने रियलिटी नहीं देखी. बट अगर आज हमें अवेयरनेस आ रही है, नाउ वी आर क्रिएटिंग अवेयरनेस, वी आर आल्सो वर्किंग ऑन आवरसेल्फ, सो अभी कुछ हो सकता है.
Now if you want to remove it, if you want to remove it, now what happened? Now if I want, I can't remove it. I can remove it. I can do it and all. I don't have time for all these stuffs now. I'm very comfortable. I'm very comfortable in it, and I don't have time. I'm telling you very frankly. When I went in for my thyroid operation, I went in, everyone asked me in the Gurdwara in my classes, why didn't you use a thing? I said, I don't have time. I have to go and remove. I've got so many of my classes all online. I have to get it done. And I went, एक दिन गई टेस्ट कराई, दूसरे दिन ऑपरेशन कराया, सवेरे वापस कार आई. I went in for my meetings and I was, fifth day, everything got removed. The doctor called me. He was what you say, he was from the army general, and he asked me, I want to ask you, you went fast forward, why did you go so fast forward, and itni zyada healing kyun hui hai? I said, doctor said, because I don't have time, jara kam karna khatam karo, because main agge jalna hai. So he found my book, Brand Waste kitab, usne meri padhi. Usse said, you are reading this? I said, yes. I filled in the whole volume. Can are you a healer? I said, yes, I'm a healer. He said, that is why 2 दिन के अंदर इतना बड़ा ऑपरेशन 4 घंटे अंदर भी हो गया. You went back home, you got the third and removed also, and you are in your business. नहीं तो जब थायराइड हटाया जाता है पूरा थायराइड, people suffer a lot. I said, because उन मनुष्य लोग कहते, why didn't you heal yourself? Why didn't you heal yourself? I said, that time brainwash. I had no time because there was so much in work I had to do, which I just wanted कि फटाफट काम हो गए. तो मैं ऐसे छुट्टी का दिन the doctor asked me. इतनी फास्ट कभी हो ही नहीं है, इतनी फास्ट फॉरवर्ड है कि 3-4 दिनों ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਆਪਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਵੀ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ, ਪਲਤੇ ਵੀ ਉੱਠ ਕੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸ ਤੇ ਵੀ ਚਲੇ ਗਏ ਹੋ. ਠੀਕ ਹੈ. Now I'm very comfortable. I don't want to waste my time for all these things now. I've got a lot of work to do, I have hardly any time to breathe. I don't have time now.
Very true.
But every disease has a thought process behind it.
प्रभु जी, यहाँ पे अनिमेश्वर जी बोल रहे हैं, I am wearing glasses since childhood.
Yes. So, definitely. Dekho, I told you, 12 to 8% is definitely the outside environment. Definitely the environment and all. But main thing is what are things. Asi kende na mera Ved Guru Govinda kyun kende? Why are we doing the study of this physical body, this machine? Kyun asi sikh rahe hain? Kyun sikh rahe hain? कि सब कुछ इस घर दे अंदर है. ਅਸੀਂ alert नहीं सा alert. Today, agar maybe now she may be younger to me or elder to me, I don't know. But now if I come to know my eyes da, hun kithe jawa? Ali the belief system ही नहीं ठीक. हाय पता नहीं वाकई सही है कि गलत है. Maybe this is right, maybe she's talking is all in the air. हाली साडा belief system ही नहीं बैठदा. थोड़ा faith ही नहीं बैठता इस चीज़ों के ऊपर. ऐसे जितना मर्जी कहीं, do you have the faith?
I think determination also makes a lot of difference.
Yeah, that is your way of saying you must have the confidence.
Confidence and determination.
So what does it?
Buaji,
So say, Buaji, my eyesight improved. How did your eyesight improve?
Yeah, Parvinder ji saying my eyesight got improved.
Eyesight improved. There must be something which we are trying to see the reality of life. ਅਸੀਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਨੂੰ under the carpet ਪਾਉਂਦੇ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ. Accepting, seeing the reality, seeing both the side, all these things help a lot. Not only in this side, many things.
So Kiki ji, don't worry. आगे जो next series आ रही है 10 days की, so definitely Bhuji is going to tell us how we can overcome by anxiety, fear, all these fast foods. So we are coming with the tools and beautiful laws which will help us to get rid of this fast food. Okay? So Bhuji, एक और गुनीत कौर जी का है, एक यूरिक एसिड का पूछा और एक किसी ने पूछा है गॉल स्टोन्स का. ये गॉल ब्लैडर स्टोन है.
गॉल ब्लैडर स्टोन भी जो रह गया ना, वो भी जरा स्टोन है, because gall bladder is helps in our what you say is a bile which is excreted there, which helps in the digestion of the food. So gall bladder is the place where the bile comes and helps in the digestion of the food. And digestion means कि अगर साड़ा gall bladder निकाल देता जाए, is attached to the bile. Now अगर वो हटा देता जाता है, तो what happens? Our digestion becomes very weak. So doctor said, please, no fright, no this, not that, because digestion has become weak because there's no bile because of the gallbladder is gone. Now when a stone comes there in the gallbladder also, that also is very dangerous for us. Why? Because agar wo burst ho jayega, there'll be a problem. We get it removed. We get the gallbladder removed because they find that this is of no use to us. But there is bitterness. Yes, absolutely right. There is bitterness. There is anger. Usually all these are the thoughts that we people are creating. It's simple formula lalo. Bitterness ho, anxiety ho, anger ho, stress ho, these are all causing everywhere. I would like everyone to please buy a pocket book, which is called, what is it? Can you read it? Heal your body. Heal your body. Just keep this book. Keep this book, Heal Your Body by Louise Hay. And this book is the one which brought transformation 23 years back to me. This is my first book.
मुझे कोई यूरिक एसिड पूछ रहा है, यूरिक एसिड का क्या कर सकते
Now
हैं?
uric acid high
जी सत श्री अकाल
मुझे यूरिक
uric
एसिड,
acid
हाँ जी,
uric acid now whenever it comes into the joints, you know, uric
हाँ
acid,
यूरिक एसिड ਵੱਧ ਗਿਆ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ,
they say no, uric acid has come into your blood also. And this uric acid usually creates a lot of problem, a swelling, and we're not able to move. Who is the author? The author of the book, Louis L. Hay. Louis L. Hay.
हाँ जी रजवान जी बोलो, वो जी अल्सर ਦਾ ਕੀ ਹੋਏਗਾ?
Ulcer is going to be the same thing. Ulcer, they're going to be
Ulcer
all
नहीं, uric
the
acid,
nourishing. Uric acid is actually very painful. You know, all the joints and all, when uric acid comes, there's a joint pains on the again. That uric acid, I can't recollect. Must be something to do with the negative, na? कोई ना कोई गलत negative thought आया उसी, कोई गलत anger, bitterness,
uric acid बढ़ गया साढ़े।
so many things I can't remember. More than 100 diseases there are. So just get this book and get into it. Get this book.
Yeah,
and
we
get into
can tell tomorrow also, Bhoji, no problem.
Yes.
Any case we have, it's 8:14. Rajwan ji,
Yes.
quickly, can you ask something? So Varinder ji, we can tell you uric acid tomorrow.
हाँ जी बुआ जी
it. हाँ जी,
कैंसर ना कोई सिम्टम नहीं होती लास्ट स्टेज में होता
yeah.
एक ही माजरा है
See what happened? Cancer cells are already in our body. Cancer cells are already in our body. Now, usually doctors say when your person has cancer now, they say cut off sugar. This is a new treatment, cut off sugar. Because sugar activates the cancer cell. Now, if you go into spirituality, it says that the cancer, the cancer which they already khane pine which changes kar den our thought process. Because cancer, jadoo sade andar gussa aanda hai, jadoo sade andar bitterness aanda hai, we are holding those bitterness memories. That is feeding the cancer cell. Cancer cells sab de andar hunda hai. Jadoo they are being fed by these emotions, they immediately erupt. Koi baru nahi aanda, it is already there. Cancer cells are already there. But they are not dominant. What happened? They're not activated at all. They are activated when suddenly under the bitterness comes to a certain frequency, cancer erupts. Hanji.
Yes,
बुआ
Bhoji.
जी आ रही आवाज हाँ जी
Hanji.
ओह अच्छा भला मिलता
Rajwan ji, तुसी अपना network ठीक करो. It's going very bad, very bad.
Yeah.
So I think I shall take him tomorrow only because there's not a.
Yeah, Bhoji, because it's 8:16, we should respect each other time. So
Yes.
ये एक Bhoji आया
Whatever
लिख लेना।
question we'll take tomorrow. Yes, we'll
Anemia.
take.
हाँ, so anemia का भी आप कल ही बताना है बहुत, क्योंकि बहुत सारे diseases हैं. I think we can go
Yes.
through this book, Heal Your Life. Beautiful book.
Everything you will get there. Everything you will get there.
So, and beautifully we can end the session, Bhoji, that life is eternal, filled with joy. I look forward to every moment. So this is something we all can say every day, 100 times in a day, as much you can say, that I look forward to each and every moment with joy and eternal peace.
Yes,
You
absolutely.
get peace.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank
So,
you. Bhoji.
it is all in your hand. Become the warriors now. Become the master of it. And learn to live like a king. Finish living like the slave and doormats and living under the thing. No, finished. No victor. So, we meet you tomorrow at exact 7 o'clock. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh. And please put on your cameras. Please put on your cameras.
Yeah.
Yes.
Smile.
And smile, smile. Kitna kuch pata lag gaya sanu.
That's the best
The
joy.
warriors ban
That's
ke
the best
dikhana hai.
medicine.
उनते warrior बन के दिखाना. Yes, we are going to become warriors now. We are going to become warriors. Yes, nice smile. Yes, yes, Baljit,
See the
excellent.
glow on the faces.
Yes. Jaspal, come on, come on. Rajwan
Nice
Singh,
to
all.
see you, Vinky ji.
Yes, yes, all of you. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Vachi,
Love you all.
Bye.